Good morning, my friends. Mike Johnson here to talk about communication. One of my favorite movie quotes is actually used in 3 motion pictures. Cool Hand Luke, Smokey and the Bandit, and Major Payne are the 3 movies that portray 3 egotistical people who, in all truth, did not know the first thing about real communication. They proved it when they said, "What we have here is a failure to communicate." Effective communication is a little complicated if we want to be completely honest about it. I used to laugh when my grandfather used to say, if people would use their faculties in proportion to how they were given, we would have fewer problems. And what he meant was we're given 2 eyes and 2 ears and 1 mouth. 4 inputs, 1 output. Others have said that if we listen twice as much as we talk, we could actually make progress. Either way you look at it is true. Communication can't be a one-way street. Somehow we need to make sure that we understand as well as being understood. It has been said that one of the greatest and most important needs of a human being is being understood, and yet we think that more talking is the answer. Listening is a huge part of communication. How many times do we get in a conversation with someone and spend the whole time listening? Well, I do this all the time. I ask questions and then I listen to what the other person is saying. If we truly listen to people, they will tell us about themselves and give us enough information to actually know how to respond. To really communicate, we've got to fall in love with the process of exploration. Asking questions and deep diving into what the other person is saying. Sometimes we need to ask another question for clarification. If I don't understand something that the other person has said, I'm not going to stand there shaking my head like I know what they're talking about. Too often this is the case. Rather than trying to understand, we shake our heads like we're listening to the other person. And what's really happening is we're trying to come up with something cute or interesting to say when they finish. Everything gets lost in translation because it's never understood. Here's something very important to understand, and it took me a long time to grasp it. Just because the other person has stopped talking doesn't mean that you have to start talking. As a matter of fact, if you pause to think and consider what they just said, you will at least seem like you're trying to listen. One of my biggest pet peeves, though, is when someone is talking and someone starts talking over them while they're still speaking. That communicates something too, and it's not a good message. Hopefully you'll be able to spend some time talking to your loved ones over this holiday season, and I hope that you'll use your faculties in proportion to how they were given. Listen twice as much as you talk. Think about what the other person is saying, and if you don't understand what they said, let them know. Be tactful and be peaceful about it, but let them know. Now, I hope this has been helpful and of value, and that you share this message with your friends, because I believe this is something we need now more than ever. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about the first part of my message on nonverbal communication and how important that is. I hope you all have a great day. See you tomorrow. Take care. Mike out.